Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your June love reading. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. This is going to be for Aquarius and all Aquarius placements found within your birth chart. If you are cross-watching for an Aquarius, you are also welcome here. Roles can be reversed. If it resonates, please don't make it fit. Check your other placements or reach out to get a private reading with me. You can find my website below for all my services. And the Patreon extended, of course, you get access to all 12 zodiac signs, so you can cross watch away. And you also get 20% off all my services all the time. On my Patreon channel, I'm going to be doing an exclusive Jupiter and Gemini reading for all 12 zodiac signs. So join me on Patreon if you want some more exclusive content. Okay, so in your June general, which is also linked below, I highly encourage you to watch both readings. The June general has more astrology for you to piece all the puzzle pieces together. You could very well be dealing with a Taurus, Cancer, air, or water sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but strong Cancer, Taurus, okay? All right, so let's get into it. This is a you versus them reading. On my Patreon channel, I also am going to be doing this month, and maybe I might continue to do this because, again, these are general readings. I can be picking up on single, past, or couple dynamics. So in the extended, I do a breakout of all three groups, so you can get a little more specific, okay? All right, so Aquarius and their love interest for June, or whenever you seem to happen to stumble upon this reading, just know that it's meant to find you, Aquarius. How is Aquarius's love interest feeling about them currently in June? How is Aquarius's love interest feeling about them, my Aquarius collective? How is Aquarius love interest? Oh, interesting. How is Aquarius's love interest feeling about them? Aquarius's love interest, please show me the truth. They could be escaping intimacy. You could be dealing with an avoidant. For the Aquarius that I'm reading here, this is a very avoidant partner. Or again, roles can be reversed, okay? They could be saying that they feel like you're very avoidant when it comes to intimacy, especially. There's this non-committal energy here that's found. Maybe one or the both of you are wanting an open relationship. We have running and escaping here in silence. So the Aquarius that I'm reading for here, it looks like you guys are in a no contact situation, okay? Definitely some sort of separation here with the soulmate in reverse. Okay. Or again, if you are still in a committed relationship, you could just be feeling like you're being stonewalled, passive aggressive behaviors, pushing away, emotionally detaching, you know, because you can live with someone and you can still feel miles apart. But the Aquariuses that I'm connecting with, it really does seem like you guys are not in a relationship right now, and that you guys are dealing with avoidant behaviors, you know, not wanting to really face some of the stressors that are found amongst this dynamic. It could be really hard to communicate with them. You could feel, again, like there's this blocking and pushing you away every time that you try to express yourself. Yeah, they could also feel the same about you, right? No words. What's going on with this escaping, avoidant behavior with Aquarius and their love interest? What's going on here? Please clarify this energy here for me. Guides, please show me the truth. Yeah, a lack of depth, a lack of emotion. Queen of Cups. Strong water sign showing up here. Again, Cancer strongly. Queen could be male or female, but the Queen is showing up. So the female presence could be feeling very emotionally guarded. Especially Aquarius, if you have a lot of water in your chart. You could be having to potentially look at this from a more logical perspective, right? Again, maybe taking a pause, a moment to notice these patterns of avoidant, dismissive behaviors. And maybe this is you. Maybe you're saying, well, I'm noticing a trend and I need to kind of dig deeper into my emotions and why I'm feeling so guarded. Why do I feel like I have to defend myself? 7 of Wands. Or again, you could be saying this about them. Why do they feel like they have to defend themselves constantly? This could be a question that you are asking, or they're asking you. There's a need for like a vulnerability is really the word here. Really being vulnerable with one another. And you know, that doesn't always come so easy for air signs in general. But again, it also depends on what aspects and other placements you have in your chart. You know, you're more than your sun sign. But there can be this detachment. With Aquarius especially, they are, I say, the fine art of detachment. And that can be a very beautiful gift, especially in this day and age. You know, but there's always an extreme, and I've been talking about this a lot with a lot of the signs. And I think it's because of Jupiter going into Gemini, because it talks about extremes as well, because it's a magnifying glass, right? So Jupiter will expand things. It can be excessive if we're not, again, accessing that wisdom that we're learning from Saturn. It goes hand in hand there. It's all interconnected. The power of your mindset, right? What I was getting at there, though, I lost my train of thought. Oh, well, it will come back to me if it's meant to. Darn it. I went on a tangent there. Oh yeah, the art of detaching. So again, we are humans of extremes. And this has been coming up with the collective. Is finding that balance, Saturn energy, healthy boundaries, Saturn and Pisces. You know, healthy communities, finding outreach, resources, people that are going to support us, right? Also looking into your 10th house. It's going to be very important to pay attention to that, those Jupiter-Saturn aspects that you're having happening, transits right now. And you can do that with a birth chart reading with me. You can find my email below. So let's look into your energy, Aquarius, towards your love interest. What is your energy towards your love interest, Aquarius? How are you feeling? How is Aquarius feeling about their love interest? Please show me. Okay, we'll start here. So, first one out was intuition. You have a strong intuition here. Again, you could have Pisces water in your chart. You could be conflicted about wanting to commit. I'm not going to lie here, because you have conflicted and in reverse, resistance and commitment on your end. But again, this could be them, right? You could be saying that they're resistant to commit. And you could be feeling, because of that, or vice versa, say you're the one that's conflicted about wanting to commit or get married, right? Making these promises that maybe you know that you can't keep. Because intuitively you're picking up on something, or vice versa. There's clouded judgment here, distortion around commitment, distortion around why am I feeling this way? Why do I potentially feel conflicted one moment and not the next? Having to make some really big decisions. Conflicted is in reverse, so I do think that you sway between both, but there is at the center of this is commitment. What is this commitment about? What is this commitment about for Aquarius? What is this commitment about for Aquarius? 2 of Cups sideways. Yeah. 7 of Wands. There's that 7 of Wands again. 7 of Wands is a very strong message for you, Leo. So you could have strong Leo in your chart, or dealing with a Leo, or again, Cancer as well, strong Leo and Cancer. This is fixed, just like you. Cancer's cardinal, a Leo's fixed. But the Seven of Wands is like overcoming challenges, but this can also talk about competition, having to defend yourself to some extent. There's a defensiveness here around this relationship. You could be saying that you are trying to defend this relationship, but there is some sort of like distortion here. You're trying to intuitively kind of work through some of the illusion, maybe the fears that come up for you around commitment. There could also be multiple choices here, because Seven of Wands can talk about competition. And the Two of Cups sideways, it's like, I feel like there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love and admiration for whoever this is, but it does take a lot of strength. The strength is there as well. Heavy Leo energy here. It takes a lot of strength for you to upkeep this commitment, it looks like. Okay, let's see. I'm actually being called, what is the blockage here? What's the blockage for Aquarius and their love interest? So August could be a big month for you because that Leo energy is showing up. What's some potential blockages for Aquarius and love? What's the potential blockages? Burned. You have felt hurt before, so it's hard for you to trust. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Let someone in and love again. So potentially with this person or anyone from your past, you know, you're in that Seven of Wands. You're in a very poised position to defend your guard and to defend yourself. And that can be very beneficial, but it also, again, the extreme of that can be very negative. It's like you don't let people in. There's a lot of like grieving, maybe things that you have suppressed, avoided, right? We see this avoidance found in this dynamic, and it's kind of intuitively bubbling to the surface where it's like you can't avoid it anymore. And the questions I want for you, have for you, whatever dynamic you're in, single, coupled, past, is to feel into why you feel so guarded. Why are you feeling defensive? What are you defending, and why? Is there purpose behind the Seven of Wands, or is it coming from a place of fear, right? Again, where are you manifesting from? Because there seems to be a part of you that is still grieving the loss of something or feeling burned by someone. And if we're in that place of lack or fear, we cannot manifest love into our lives in any dynamic or any shape or form. So we have to be honest with ourselves. Why are we in the Seven of Wands in the first place? What has led you to this position? Okay? Even if you are defending your relationship, why do you feel the need to defend your relationship? Just sit and think about those things. But the burned here, there's some sort of resentment. There's something that's bubbling up there. Okay, what's the mutual energy here? What's the mutual energy between Aquarius and their love interest? And Justice, yeah. You could feel like things are not equal. I actually was just talking to a kid. So I work with kids as one of my main gigs. And, you know, a lot of kids would be like, that's not fair. And it's like, well, truly, what is fair? Life is never necessarily going to be fair, right? We hope for that, right? Justice, right? With this Pluto and Saturn energy, you know, seeing more universal law, equality, fighting for diversity and equal rights for all. But that can be a struggle in itself, because someone on the other end, right, Seven of Wands, is going to feel guarded or defensive about their truth and what they believe is equal or fair or just. So these themes could be coming up in your love dynamics where it's like, and then you have to sit back and think like, well, I see your perspective, but I also have needs and values and wants too. But how can we find a common ground? Libra, Justice in reverse. Something is just off. False accusations even here, injustice, intolerance, dishonesty. Okay. But when you think of like fair, what's fair? What's that? What's the definition of fair? And what does that really mean for you? How does that exist in this earthly realm? Fairness. Because again, there's always going to be someone on the other end that feels that that's not fair. You know, I guess at the end of the day, maybe one way that I would look at it is, you know, the basic human rights, right? You know, that we deserve. Misuse of power, those types of things. And again, are we operating from fear? Scarcity mindset. 7 of Wands again. Oh, you are defending something strong here. Defending, there's the 2 of Cups. Yeah, so you are trying to defend this love, even if there is some level of inequality. So I feel mutually you both are trying to like work through. There's the Star, Death in reverse. So something is unhealed for sure here. You could be revisiting a past wound, especially with the 5th house influence. That's family, like your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters. There's something that's unhealed here, and you both mutually finish it. Like disappointment, pessimism, doubt, despair around some sort of stagnation, force. There's some force changed here. So you could be towards Leo season really trying to defend what you feel is right for this legacy, for this to continue. It's looking very predominantly strong here, though, that you guys are going to work through this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. But just overall, mutually, there is a need to defend something in some way. And you showing up the Major Arcana in reverse is like, there's something potentially within you that you are having to heal. Why do I feel so defensive and guarded? If this resonates for you, Aquarius, let's hop over to Patreon. We're going to look into single, past, and couple dynamics and see what wants to come up for you. Okay, we'll dive a bit deeper into what's going on here with your person. I hope to find you over there. Bye for now.